I began my MAET journey last summer in Dublin, and I came in with a positive attitude, but with a limited technology background. And I learned all these great new tools and all these new ideas, and it was kind of overwhelming at first, but once I adjusted to the pace, I began to think about how I could use these tools and ideas to shape my teaching. One of the projects we did that year was our inquiry project. This focused a lot on metacognition and new literacies, and it made me think about how I can use technology to improve my students' understanding. I also learned how I can use technology to better communicate with my students' parents. This is our SIG poster, which I actually presented again when we got home and won a Presenter's Award for. When I came back after the first summer, I had all these new tools, all these new ideas in my tool belt, and I immediately put them right to work. But what ultimately brought me back to Galway was all my new friends. This is not just a community of learners, it's a community of friends, and we all really support each other, and I just love that. So year 2 started with a bang, Great 13 conference, and it was great. This was our technology and leadership requirement, and I had never presented in a conference before, so it was a new experience for me, but a great one, and I think we all collaborated really well and pulled together as a team to make this conference a success. Year 2 also focuses a lot on educational research, and specifically misconceptions and the role they play in our students' understanding. So this just really made me think about how I need to, find out what my students' misconceptions are so that I can teach them better. And I can't have a presentation about MAET without TPAC. I think what comes for me with year 2 in TPAC is that I have a better understanding of the framework and how I can apply it more organically in my teaching so that I'm using that technology, that pedagogy, that content all together in a way that comes kind of natural to my teaching style. I think what I like best about educational technology is that it allows me to be more creative in the way I can teach, and it allows me to teach my content in different ways, and I think that really benefits my students' learning. And this basically sums up my MAET experience. It was a great one. I learned so much, and I made so many great new friends.